Hello everyone, today I want to share my love-hate relationship with cockroaches. Let me explain that I am fearless when it comes to facing them head-on. However, the cute ones always seem to prefer playing games with me in the shadows when they outnumber me. So let's get started now. Back when I was in primary school, the frame of the bedroom door at home was made of iron. The constant humidity caused the lower left corner of the frame to rust away, creating a significant hole, and that is the starting point of my childhood shadow. One day, while I was taking a shower, those two antennae came moving inside the hole, a sight I encountered when I was at my most relaxed and vulnerable state, causing instant fear. I was afraid they might come out any moment to attack me. My gaze remained fixated on the hole. From then on, that hole becomes a space of my attention. Sometimes it was 2 antennae, sometimes 4, and even 6. The day I showered, I trembled in fear. Sometimes before sleeping, I could wonder if that hole was actually housing a whole community of cockroaches, with their eggs clinging to the inner walls of the frames, forming an entire cockroach family inside. The more I think, the scarier it gets, and I can't stop. Decades later, even now, I still vividly remember the image of those 6 antennae moving ceaselessly within the hole. Occasionally, when I see an antennae poking out of a hole in the street, I shudder, immediately associating it with the space that harbors an entire family. For a period, I worked on a construction site. One day, my colleague and I were tasked with clearing a sewer. After lifting the cover, inside were a dozen or so cockroaches. 2 of them clearly the bosses, the rest ranging from the medium-sized to small ones. For a newbie like me, it was a visual feast of antennae in constant motion. This time, it was a pre-delivery cleanup for a new build, not the kind of sewer that had been in operation for decades. Here, my associative phobia kicked in again. If they could fly, I could have no planes to hide down there. I had to spend nearly 30 minutes down there cleaning, and they could definitely climb on me. I was only wearing a tank top. This is terrible. I cautiously crawled downward. Such an intimate encounter. I tried my best to ignore them, focusing solely on cleaning. I clearly felt their legs crawling on me, their spines gently touching my skin, as if they were giving my muscles a tender massage. Fortunately, they didn't fly. With so many of them, it felt as if I were giving them a ride on my body. That half hour felt incredibly long. After finishing, I discarded my work clothes and grabbed the nearby hose, rinsing myself without minding the cold water. I covered the sewer and entered this round, thinking I had forgotten about this incident. Yet, as I made these videos, the memories resurfaced several times. Of course, my interactions with cockroaches don't end here. I will save the rest for the next video. Hope I can see you in the next video. Goodbye.